Hey guys, so I'm going to walk you through the setup of your drawing template. I'm not going to do the whole thing, I'm just going to go over the steps for you. So make sure you follow them here. So right now we're going to start by opening the file and getting it saved. So we're just going to go in to AutoCAD. We're going to do either new here or go here and go to browse templates, but we want to, if we here it goes to automatically. Go to this AutoCAD name plot styles and say OK. Make sure you use that one. Don't use the AutoCAD one that's going to highlight by default. So we come here, and now we want to make sure we save this file. So we're going to go to save and change it to the DWT format. And you can put this wherever you want. You could put it back in this template folder if you want to be able to just do that, or you can just throw it on the desktop. And that's usually what I do. And then do that. It's going to ask you some basic information. It's fine to leave it alone. Say OK. Boom. Now we've got our file working. And now we can kind of work through the next steps. So that's kind of this. So the next step is to set up these layers. So I'm back into AutoCAD and hit the layer dialog box. And when it comes up, you have the 0 layer. Remember, that one needs to stay. We're going to add in some new ones. So we're going to hit new. We're going to do, let's do the hidden one first. Do hidden. That layer needs to be yellow, so pick it here. Pick off these colors here before you pick these ones. The line type I need to be hidden 2, so hidden 2 for the hidden layer. And just so we can see, the line weight needs to be 0.3. So I want to pick on the line type, go to load, come down to just type H, and then go to hidden 2. Say OK, and then make sure you pick it. A lot of times you'll load it, but then forget to pick it, and you're like, why is it still continuous? Oh, you didn't pick it. So pick it, say OK. There we go. And for the line weight, we're going to pick that and say 0.3. And repeat that for all of the ones that are listed here. Make sure that you do this one. This depth points layer, you're not going to have to make yourself. It'll be created for you automatically when you do your first dimension. So don't worry about that one, but all the other ones you need to make for yourself. For the viewport layer, I just make it some kind of a lighter gray. It doesn't really matter. And make sure you hit the do not print one so that way it doesn't print. Pay attention to the line weights and the line weights here and also the line types. The last thing over here is our plot style. After you make them all, select them, and then you'll click over here for plot style. And we're going to change it down here at the bottom to monochrome and pick style 1. That means it'll print them in black and white. No matter what color you have the line on the screen, it'll be printed black and white. If you set it to normal, then it'll print that layer in color, and all the other ones still, anything that's set to style 1 will be black and white. So I want to make sure we do that. So the next thing we need to do is go into our layout. So we're going to click on our layout 1 down here. And then there's a few ways to get to changing the settings on it. The easiest way is just to do print, so Control P, or hit the print icon here, or go up here and go to print. Or all of them will take you here. And then we need to tell it what to do. So we want to tell it we want to be AutoCAD PDF General. We want ANSI A expanded. I want the other one. I want 8.5. So I want it landscape. I want that one. 11 by 8.5. So it's landscape. I want to print the layout. That's good. I want 1:1 scale, and I want to pick this to be monochrome. So that way everything kind of goes. And don't hit OK, because that's going to actually print it. We're just going to hit apply to layout, so it saves the settings, and then hit cancel, so it brings us back. So this dotted line, that's kind of the extent of where the paper will print, like if we use a regular printer, just to kind of keep us out of there. Here's the viewport. We can just kind of ignore this for now. So if you have it on the viewport layer, so if you make that viewport layer, you click that, put it on that viewport layer, and then just turn off that viewport layer, and the viewport will go away. You'll still see the grid back there. Double click and it'll go in. We'll talk more about how to use that later. Or you could just grab this line and delete the viewport, and that way it's not in the way. Up to you. It's really simple to make a new viewport, so don't worry about it. And then we'll go through, so we need to rename it. So either slow double click, so click on it kind of slow, or right click, rename, and just give it a layout A. You can also do this one too. No, we'll not do that one yet. Do that. We already did this, and then I'll draw this in here. Remember, use the full. You type in the whole fraction. Don't just use the rounded number. So like 1.3 is really 125. 3.8 is really 375. And then add in this text. All the text is either 0.06, which is all of this stuff in here, and these little titles down here. 0.12, which is the name, the 1 of 1, the rev, the scale, the A here, and 0.25 for the title, the company name, the title, the drawing number, and that's like placeholder for your name. Also for this one here, do a middle justified, and justify it the midway between 2 points, between like this corner and that corner, so it centers it in the thing. Also, you'll need to go into the properties and adjust the width factor to be 0.9. The extra things is that we can have it automatically add the time and date that it was saved, as well as where it was saved, and these are called fields. I'm not going to show you how. I want to see if you can figure it out. Those are not required, but they're extras that a lot of companies do, just so you know where your stuff is. So when you come back to it 6 months later or whatever, you know where it is. All right, you do that. Go to Layout 2. We're going to do Move and Copy. Just right-click on the tab, Move and Copy. Tell it to create a copy. Click on Layout 2 so it makes it before it. And then edit it, and all you're going to do is change. It should all be the same. Just change this to be ANSI B. And then take your file and just stretch it out and add an extra 5 inches that way and an extra 2.5 inches up and down. Just kind of when you do your stretch, kind of pick from here all the way through here. So remember, anything that's all the way inside is going to move. What it crosses is going to stretch. So that way you can get the right size. These still stay the same size, just move kind of apart. And then center it up on the paper. And then, of course, the reflection. So screenshots of both layouts. And then kind of answer the questions. What did you learn? Do you still have any questions? So, all right, let me know if you have any questions or issues with it, and good luck.